3 o'clock on Tuesday, August 11, 2026. I'm calling the Frederick County Board of Elections meeting to order. Please stand and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We do have a quorum, with at least one member of the minority party present. With us online is Ted Neves, member of the board, Shirley McDonald, secretary, Nate Wilson, vice president, and also with us is Dan Loftus, our counsel, and is MC online, and MC Keegan Air, the county council liaison, is online. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda?
I guess removal of closed session.
Right. Okay, thank you. We've all had, has everyone had a chance to look at the board minutes for June 3rd, June 19, June 23, July 7, and July 14? Can I have a motion to approve all of those minutes?
So
Second?
I'll second.
So, Ms. McDonald made the motion and Mr.
Wilson.
Mr. Wilson seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
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 County Council? Thank you, Ted. County Council, MC?
So I'm sorry for joining you virtually today, but I am literally driving out of town this evening to attend the Mako Maryland Association of Counties Summer Conference this evening. Right now, council is on their summer recess. We will be back next week. But other than that, I have nothing to report. So thanks for letting me join you virtually.
Thank you. Drive safe. Board Council, anything to report?
No, Madam President, nothing to report. I think we did talk about the Supreme Court decision. But as you probably are aware that the Supreme Court ruled that the ordinance is not a law subject to a referendum. But I have nothing else to report.
Thank you. Any questions for council? Election director's report. Election director Wagner is on her way to Annapolis, and so Anthony Gutierrez, deputy director, will be giving the director's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Just a couple of highlights in addition to what you have in the report. Monday, August 17th, next week, we start our election judge training for those workers who will be joining us for the November general election. And then Wednesday, August 26th, we start our voter registration distributor training again. And I do want to make a note for the public that there will only be a couple of those offered. We do that at the last Wednesday of every month, but with the general election less than 90 days away and all, those are coming up quick. So if the public's interested, please do go to our online portal and get signed up. And just leave the rest of the report as submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions for the election director? Thank you. New business. I think we need a motion. Are you going to tell us about it first?
Yes, for the public who are joining us or will be watching this later, we have a couple of changes required due to some schools, facilities. Well, one was moved from one location to another, and so we just want to make sure that we're making all the notifications to those who have signed up and to the elected officials in those designated precincts. And once the local board reviews and hopefully approves today, we will be submitting that for final approval to the state board.
Do we have do we have the information about is it 2 precincts?
It's two polling
What's
places.
the polling places?
Yes.
What is Twin Ridge?
18-1, which is, was Kemptown Elementary School, and the primary is moving to Twin Ridge Elementary School.
Okay.
So that is a previous site that we used in 24 and previous elections. We could not use it in the primary because of renovations, but we will now be returning to that site for the general for 18-1 and 21-3 for Yellow Springs. That has a new building, that was being built. So we are going to the new address for the general, with 21-3.
And
And
the
for-
Twin Ridge is just moving back to Twin Ridge.
Yes, it was in Kemptown for the primary while it was being renovated, and now that we are able to use that site, the general will be returned.
Right.
Yes.
And for the record, this is Shakir Satterfield, our voting system supervisor.
So a motion to approve these two polling places?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
Aye.
thank you. All right. And approval of the 2026 primary canvas minutes. Has everyone had a chance to review those? And make any changes that were necessary? Can I have a motion to approve the 2026 primary canvas minutes?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Election judge report. Alicia?
Hello, Alyssa Marsh, Acting Program Supervisor for Election Judge Division. We submitted a primary election judge summary report with the election director's report to give you a breakdown of our final numbers for the primary elections. If you have any questions that I can answer.
What would be reasons for not trained, the 226 not trained?
Many of the judges that applied had scheduling changes or changed their minds that they chose not to participate in the elections, and they notified us between the time they submitted their original application and when we would contact them to sign them up for training.
And how about reasons for the 159 training but did not work? Was it?
Those are the individuals who came to training, completed training, but between that training and election day, they called to notify us that, again, they had a schedule change, they were ill, family emergency, many, the two primary reasons were medical issues and change of personal schedule availability.
And any reason for the no-shows at all?
A lot of those, we were notified by the chief judges within the last week. They don't call or let us know. We find out from the chief judges oftentimes the night before that they have heard that they are not coming for various reasons. Sometimes they are sick and they just let their chief judge know, who lets us know, which is absolutely acceptable. We do get some that just don't show up.
Wow. Any other questions? Thank you, Alicia. Any disclosures to be made this month? Thank you. Public comment today. We have three who requested it, and we'll do it in the order they came in. Ms. Rafa? I hope I said your name correctly.
Yeah, Rafa.
Rafa, thank you.
No, it's really just a short series of questions. I know the Maryland Voting Rights Act is supposed to protect, and there are other voter protections already in place, laws in place against intimidating voters and things like that. But I want to know, what is the county planning to do to prevent voter intimidation at polling places? What protections will be in place to prevent intimidation or assault of poll workers? And is there a plan to specifically stop or prevent intimidation or election interference from the federal government or federal agents, including from ICE.
Mr. Gutierrez, can we have, a review of those procedures at the next meeting? Or would you like to address them now,
Next meeting, first.
at the next meeting?
And for the public's information, that is scheduled for September 2nd. That'll be solidified later in this, but it's only a couple of weeks.
Okay.
I'm not prepared.
No,
That would give us
no,
time.
that's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mhm. Mr. Kaminsky?
Great to see you all. My name is Jay Kaminsky, and I've spoken at this meeting 50 times now in the last 6 years. You all know me, and I really appreciate the hard work that Barbara, Anthony, and the rest of you guys did at the elections. You guys were the only ones that were working harder than us for chief judges. But I want to address those 226 or that other number of people that didn't come. And I can tell you why. When I finished being the chief judge at Butterfly Hill Elementary School, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And I had calls from other judges the next morning and the following week said that they're not going to be judges and they're not going to be chief judges again. And let me just tell you why. First of all, I know it's a long day. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning and I didn't get home until midnight. I'm 70 years old. I know, I just look 69. But the point is that 3 chief judges and 6 judges called me because I've recruited a lot of these judges and said we're not going to be there for the general day. And the reason is because let's just take my school. We didn't have any contact with the janitorial staff, the custodial staff, whatever you want to call them. So the night before the primary, we waited there for an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, we didn't have a phone number. These guys waltz in and just open the door with no apology. The next morning, myself and other chief judges like Monocacy, these are brand new elementary schools that lock automatically, and we didn't have a phone number for the custodians. Okay, so we didn't get started. Over at Monocacy, they opened late. I didn't get in. We're there right at 5:30 in the morning. We didn't get into our school until 6:16. So we had 45 minutes. Barbara came, helped us out a little bit. Then all of a sudden, the Parks Commission comes in and says, we have 82 kids. They're gonna have a summer camp in the school. So I said, well, you can't use the cafeteria. We're voting here. We had to reconfigure the whole thing and have the entrance on the outside and manage with those with the summer camp people to cook in the kitchen, right where we were doing it, and we had to reconfigure everything. One of the schools, the Monocacy, the air conditioner shut off at 5 o'clock. So from 5 until it closed, they were baking. The judges were baking. And all these people that I recruited called me, and I know I've got a lot more to say, but if you want to know how to correct that and get these judges back, because I know why a lot of these people called out. Thank you.
Dr. Metzinger?
So, I'm from the UUCF, Unitarian Church. I see a few of us here as well. We have a couple questions. One, given that you're having trouble getting people, wouldn't it be possible, or wouldn't you get more people if they could work a half day instead of a whole day? I know several people in the congregation who would be quite willing to give either the morning or the afternoon or whatever it takes to come for a half day, but they can't come for a whole day. And I'm sure that's true for lots of other people. So that's the first question. The second question is a little bit like Heather Raffas, one of them. What are you planning to do to protect people who are coming to vote from aggressive or even non-aggressive, but just showing up actions of people who want to mess up the voting process, both from the federal government and from other groups that we know of. What are the plans? I guess we're gonna hear about those at the next meeting.
The board president,
Okay.
made the request.
And the third question is, what are you gonna do to protect the ballots once it's over? I understand, and I'm new to this, I understand that, any citizen in Maryland can challenge a ballot if they have reasonable belief that the person who's voting on that ballot isn't the person who they say they are. So they can challenge signatures, they can challenge addresses and so on. What are your plans if there turns out to be a coordinated effort to challenge lots and lots of ballots after the polls have closed? Those are my questions.
Made a note of all of those. Yes, thank you. Scheduling of the next meeting, will be September
Second.
September 2nd. Is that date, workable for everyone? Okay, September 2nd, and that will be at our usual time, 2:00, of course, here at the Board of Elections. Then can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Thank you. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you for joining.